All right, guys, here we are. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into something I'm really passionate about, helping you build a group program that actually makes money. Because let's face it, nobody wants to pour their heart and soul into creating a program that turns into a ghost town. So the truth is, having a solid offer isn't enough anymore. You need a complete system. I call this a business system. It's pretty much a funnel without making you scared of the word funnel, because I feel like even new coaches need a funnel. So let's break down the 5 absolute must-haves for running a successful group program in 2025. All right, let's talk about number 1, leads, and lots of them. I'm going to be straight with you here. Trying to fill your program with only sporadic organic content is trying to fill a swimming pool with a shot glass. Sure, it's possible, but you'll be at it forever. If you want qualified leads in your business without chained to social media 24/7, you need to set a consistent lead generation goal. Here's how to make it happen. Start with a high value freebie. You can always go to yourhealthcoachbiz.com, or you can hop on a Zoom call with me and we can go over a specific freebie for your niche. Something like a guide, a quiz, a toolkit, a checklist that attracts serious potential clients, not just freebie hoarders. Now, another thing that you can always do, even if you're a new coach, and something I always have implemented into my business, is a low cost offer. It would be something like $7, $17.37. What's nice about a low cost offer is once you start doing paid ads, that low cost offer will pay for the ads. Home run. So then create a system that helps you consistently share with new people. Your goal should be to steadily grow your audience with people who are genuinely interested in what you offer. And remember, this is long-term focus. You don't need to pressure yourself to get hundreds of leads overnight. Start small, be consistent, build momentum. So here's a little reality check of just what you can expect. Typically, only 0.5 to 2% of your list will convert into a paying group program clients. So do the math. If you want 10 clients, you need at least 500 to 1,000 people on your list. This means a steady stream of leads coming in every day. When I had Rachel's Wellness, I did challenges, I did webinars, I did workshops offline. I didn't know where my clients were coming from, but I knew I needed to show up. If you're trying to build a faceless brand, if you're trying to just think that passive income works and that you can step away, that's not accurate. Your system will work for you and will bring in leads consistently. But I would say, unless you want to post 2 to 3 times on social media for organic traffic and the right kind of post, start thinking about putting money to the side for paid ads. This could be as little as $10 a day, but this is still a goal. So you must have nurture sequences. Like, nobody buys a high ticket program from a single Instagram post. People need to trust you before they hand over their credit card. This means giving them real value packed content that builds credibility before you ever pitch them anything. It's one of the reasons that I talk about having amazing newsletters. And before you launch, do a webinar, give an opt-in freebie, do a giveaway, so that you are warming them up like a month before you launch. And of course, picking content that's going to streamline and mirror what that high ticket offer is. So you want to use email to stay on the top of their mind. Email list should not just be for launch time. Send weekly packed newsletters with facts, bust myths, and showcase your expertise. Repurpose long form content. A podcast episode could be turned into 3 Instagram posts, 5 stories, a LinkedIn post, and an email. Work smarter, not harder. And remember, a nurtured list audience converts way faster. So what I like to do is, with my clients, we will do a freebie. And when we're building their funnel, we will do a freebie, but we will make sure that there's a 3 to 5 email sequence coming off that freebie, leading to either an evergreen program, a low cost offer, or a discovery call. All right. Now we're talking relationships. People buy from people. Let's be honest, the online space has gotten colder. Everyone is sick of being sold to. We're like in a trust recession. So, one of the things you want to do is if you want people to buy from you, they need to feel like you care about them. So, engage with your audience daily. If someone comments on your post, reply to them. If someone DMs you, don't just react with a heart, start a real conversation. Send them a video response, send them a message, a voice message response. I want you to engage with people. The bottom line is relationships build trust and trust builds sales. Now for the must have, a solid live launch strategy. If you want to make cash, if you want to do what you love and you're meant to do this, launching is still the best way to do it. But most launches flop because they're disorganized, rushed, or poorly marketed. Here's how to fix it. Start warming up your audience, like what I was talking about before, 30 to 60 days before launch. Share client wins, bust miss, educational posts to get them thinking, I need this in my life. Then host a high converting event. Challenges, workshops, or webinars work because they let people experiencing your coaching style. And you will see right now what's trending are like 3-day long events. Go to yourhealthcoachbiz.com, get 3 workshops, because I know for introverts like me, it's a fear of showing up on video. But you can do that when you have the actual assets and the content. And please have a strong follow-up system. Most sales happen after the first pitch. So typically you will see in a launch 6 email sequence, sometimes even 8, with more lost calls or cart was closed, but now we've reopened it. Make sure that you visualize your launch and that you're either working with somebody who's real tech savvy to help you with that launch, and that you're working with a business coach to make sure that your launch goes smoothly. You can also get a great virtual assistant, but I would say you're usually looking for like an online business manager, somebody who has strategy and not just a virtual assistant. Evergreen strategies. Live launches are great, but if you only rely on them, you're going to burn out faster. You need a system that brings in consistent sales between it. And this is where I was talking about that low cost offer sales funnel. This could be a pre-recorded webinar. This could be a program. This could be an on-demand challenge or an application funnel that lets straight into your program. And use social proof year round. Don't just post testimonials during launches. Share them year round so that people see how amazing you are as a coach. The bottom line is that live launching should be optional, not your only source of sales. Set up that evergreen system, a low cost offer, like do a whole entire program for $57 to $97. Make it something that they're like, this is so desirable, I have to have it. And then you, of course, are leading them into a system with email funnels, email follow-up, leading to that application call or that discovery call where you're asking them key questions in your application form or even on your discovery call to see what their pain is, to see what their problems are, so that you can really be prepped for that discovery call or that application call. And I would say application calls are typically about an hour for high ticket, and typically about 20 minutes for just a strategy call for business coaches, 20 to 30 minutes. So remember, building a successful group program isn't about hope or luck. It's about a great strategy that consistently brings in leads, nurtures them, and helps get in paying clients. And the good part about everything that I shared today is you don't have to be glued to social media to do it. You need strategy. You need great follow-up emails. And let me just say this, if you're like, oh my God, this sounds like a lot. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was easy, everyone would be successful. But there is a lot of moving parts. The faster that you get over the fear of showing up, the fear of that post that's sitting in your drafts, the fear of launching, you're going to be able to get in front of people, be at the top of their mind, and win at launching. And of course, that means doing what you love. All right, guys, if you love this episode, share it with a friend. If you need any support at yourhealthcoachbiz.com, reach out to me in the chat section and we can always hop on a Zoom call. If you need business coaching, reach out. I'm available for you because that strategy is so important. I hope that you had a kick-ass day and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.